Hello everyone. Welcome. Good to see you all. I'm coming to you from a very hot Amsterdam today. I hope you're all doing well and enjoying the summer as well. We are having super hot days here at the moment. It feels really beautiful and summery. And I'm just back. I've been last week, I think I maybe mentioned to you already, I've just been the whole week at a beautiful festival here. So as you might know, everything has been cancelled, but actually this one went ahead as a kind of camping experience with a lot of yoga, a lot of different workshops. And I was teaching there every day, different yoga practices and also a full moon circle, which was super beautiful. And so I'm feeling really refreshed. Today was kind of the first day really back, the first Monday starting into the week, and I have a lot of new inspirations. So I just also wanted to share how important it is to have this break. I hope you're all doing a real beautiful break this summer and giving yourself some time to just go completely offline, turn everything off, all the devices, and just enjoy being outside in nature. Maybe going hiking, going swimming, going for walks, and enjoy this beautiful time, which is really a time where we need to kind of slow down and rest. And so now coming back, I just kind of got curious and I wanted to share with you and I wanted to ask with all of you, as in the last weeks I've been hearing from so many different directions that obviously we're going through such a big year, 2020, with so many profound changes. And we've all spent like in the first half of the year, we all spent like some months with a lot of time of introspection, with a lot of kind of time to reflect and go inwards. And now in most countries, people are moving out again and kind of transitioning back into the outer life. And we're starting to kind of become a little bit more used now to this new situation and to this new way of being together. But obviously we've all been shaken up in one way or another, and we've all kind of been taken out of our usual habits, our usual routines, maybe from before. For me, it already feels really far away. I don't know about you, but the beginning of the year and kind of my old routines, it feels like it's years ago. So it feels like I've really like covered a lot of ground internally in the last months. And so what I'm just really curious about is that I'm hearing from so many different directions that people are really making massive changes at the moment. So I've heard, for example, from some of my colleagues here who are also like yoga teachers in Amsterdam, quite a few of them, I think I've heard at least about 5 or 6 people who are moving to another country, who are completely changing their life. They are moving to Portugal, they are moving away, they're moving to the countryside. They're really starting to completely reconsider what they want to do, how they want to spend their time. So I think that's really fascinating. And then I've also heard on the other side people who have been living abroad, for example, deciding to move back to the Netherlands to be closer here with their family. People are changing their jobs. Some also obviously maybe even some of you, or I think we've all been affected in our work. So maybe there's a process of changing jobs as well, losing your old job, maybe starting something completely different. So I'm just really curious, and if you want, maybe share in the chat, you can share a little bit like what is going on for you. Are you making a big, massive change this summer, now after coming out of this period of reflection? Or are you hearing it from people around you? So I can at least say probably 10, 15 people that I've heard about who are doing like, I would say not just a small change, but like really big life-changing moves, which also sounds like coming from this period of reflection. So it's not just a quick thing, but it's actually changing. It feels like changes on the foundation, on the level of our foundation. So moving to another country, I've actually done that last year already, so I don't have to do it anymore this year, luckily. I feel very settled in Amsterdam. But for example, for me now, I have a big change, which is that I'm gonna move to a new apartment in September. So that kind of just became clear in the last, I think, 3 weeks ago. And and luckily, and maybe you know that I also work with manifesting, so I was just kind of envisioning and kind of really thinking about where I want to live and what I want to do. And actually the last week while I was away in a festival, I wasn't really doing anything. I just posted before and I let a few people know that I'm looking for a new place. And while I was away on the festival, I actually found my new place already. So I just saw it yesterday on Sunday, and it's exactly what I'm looking for in so many ways. And I wasn't even here, and it all was flowing really beautifully. And I found the right thing now. So I'm moving in 3 weeks, which is also kind of quite a big change. And then another big change for me is also that I'm more and more, I've been working really on my business in the time while I've been in the lockdown. So as you might know, I've relaunched my entire website, and I think it was already in the beginning of May, and working on that and really thinking a lot about how I can, serve more and just kind of share more of my experience, of what I've learned in these last years. And obviously I've been on this journey of personal growth for quite a while. So by now it feels like I have a lot of tools and techniques, and I really want to see how I can share more and be more of value and be more of service, as it feels it's very much needed in this time when we're all kind of being shaken up on such a deep level. So I love teaching, and maybe some of you have been to my yoga classes, so I feel very fortunate that I'm actually living from this now, and I'm now teaching full time, and I'm also a coach. And that was actually a few years ago. I was doing something very different, which I will share about another time as well. But I feel very fortunate to be doing this, but I also love really working one-to-one. And so for me, one of the things I've been changing is that I'm working with an amazing coach myself as well, who's in Los Angeles, and connecting with an amazing community all over the world. And she's helping me to really move forward with my own business, with my own vision, and keep, one step after the next, visualizing where I want to go. And obviously as a coach, it's very important to have your own coach as well, because there's always more to grow and there's always more to step into, and the journey never ends. And it's very important to have someone as well for you who is holding space, especially in this time of such a big change. So it has been a huge support for me. I'm so happy I'm doing it. I feel I'm growing so much. I'm learning so much. And that's kind of the beauty of this time with a big change. Everything is a little bit shaken up right now, isn't it? So our foundations have been kind of shaken in a way. So it's easier to make changes because things are not so solid like they maybe used to be. So actually things are a little bit more in flux right now. And it might feel easier to actually move forward and go more into a direction that is closer to your calling, to your purpose, and to your dreams, how you actually want to live your life. Because I feel often we kind of get into this cycle, into this hamster wheel, and we're just busy and running, and we're not really reflecting so much on what do I actually want. So I think this year so far has given us really a deeper opportunity to tune in with the deeper voice, and really tune in and feel what is it we want. And also nothing can be taken for granted. So we actually need to really live in the now, live in the moment, and make the most of our time that we have, because it's all about actually being in the now and not wasting our time, and being as much as we can aligned to why we are here. So I feel, for me, the more I do that and the more I feel aligned, the more I feel I'm living my purpose and I'm supporting people, that feels really fulfilling, and that is kind of connected to why I'm on this planet at this time, basically. Like, what am I doing here? What are you doing here? So it's the big questions, I think, that are to be asked right now. So, and I feel many people are asking these big questions. So that's why I wanted to share this in this live. I think it's very interesting how people are making these big changes. So if you just tuned in, I'm just sharing about, it would be great if you want to leave in the comments if you are making big changes, or if you're hearing from people who are making big changes, as it feels we are all in this very powerful time of shift right now. So thank you so much. I hope this gave you some insights or inspiration. Please stay in touch. If you haven't yet, you can sign up on my newsletter, and I will send you, you will get a beautiful meditation that I've recorded, which is about tuning into gratitude. And also I just send you about my blog and whatever I have going on my events. So please stay in touch. And yeah, you can just go to my website, which is simonashimanovic.com. And yeah, I would love to hear from you. Send me a message or be in touch if there's anything that resonates with you. And sending you love from Amsterdam. Thank you. Ciao.